Breaking news on the Karen Read case. This morning, the Supreme Judicial Court in Massachusetts ruled against her in a motion to dismiss appeal. So, as you probably know, she was tried initially, and after a lengthy trial, the jury was deadlocked. They indicated to the judge that they simply could not agree, and eventually the judge declared a mistrial, which is what happens after a deadlocked jury. What happened afterwards was very unusual in that 4 different jurors reached out to the defense and a 5th indirectly reached out to the defense, all saying that we actually had reached a verdict in 2 out of the 3 counts. It was the 3rd count that we just couldn't reach an agreement on. Now, none of this had been communicated to the court or to the attorneys during the trial or before the mistrial was announced. So after the defense had gotten this information, they went back to the court, they filed a motion to dismiss and essentially argued that retrying Karen Read for these 2 counts would be a violation of her double jeopardy rights. Double jeopardy means you can't be tried for the same thing twice. If you've already been acquitted of something, you can't be retried for the same thing, same conduct, same charge. And the judge in the trial court denied the motion. Then they went all the way up to the SJC, and I thought they made quite good arguments, but the SJC disagreed. So that means that she's going to be retried. I think it's unfair. Personally, I think what they should have done is the SJC should have sent it back to the trial court, had the jurors who had been impaneled and deliberated, have them brought back into the court and have a judge inquire of the group or individually whether or not that is true, whether or not they actually had reached a unanimous verdict on the 2 counts in question. And if so, the judge should have entered a not guilty finding on those charges, barring a retrial on those 2 charges. Instead, the SJC just denied the appeal altogether, clearing the way for a new trial. My prediction remains the same as it had been from the start. I think ultimately she will be acquitted of all charges.